in Trader Joe's. And our next poet is Prabha Nayak Prabhu, who generally comes bearing brownies. And she did again today, and they're back there on the table. By the way, partake of some wine, pizzelles, and pretzels, and enjoy the smell of the lilies. I think it's always nice to have flowers in the room. Prabha is a native of India. She is a semi-retired language teacher. Her articles have appeared in the Philadelphia Inquirer and the Delaware County Daily Times. She has been published in the Mad Poets Review, Fox Chase Review, Pen Essence, and Poetry Inc., as well as Philadelphia Poets. Okay, Prabha, come on up and let us please go your poetry.
The first poem that I'm going to read is on page 40. It's called Yesteryears Recalled, and it's about a festival called Diwali, and it's going to be coming in another 2 weeks. And it's, yeah, and you know, this festival Diwali is celebrated with the same fervor as Christmas here. It's our biggest festival, and it's coming in the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be here. Yesteryears recalled. Happy Diwali, says the message in the inbox. Diwali, the festival of lights that celebrates the victory of good over evil, light over darkness. I'm transported in an instant to my hometown, removed in time and space from the city of brotherly love. The tableau of memories unfolds. Mom's constant nagging to get up early and be ready for the day before sunrise. It's auspicious. Prayers, gifts, and blessings from elders. Dad's advice to always do the right thing. The scent of fresh jasmines and incense sticks made of pure sandalwood pervades the house. Exchange of sweets and other goodies between friends and neighbors. Non-stop eating, endless cups of tea. People wish each other well. Differences are put aside for a day. Then the night. Countless clay oil lamps with handmade cotton wool wicks illuminate doorsteps and garden walls, valiantly defying the spoil sport wind. A lot of laughing and screaming as we kids have the time of our lives with firecrackers. Grateful for this virtual treat, I hit reply and type Happy Diwali. This one's called Color Coding, and it's on page 28. And this poem was inspired during my morning walk. Every day I pass by these houses, and every time I looked at a particular house, it reminded me of my mother's sari. And I was wondering why, I see colors all the time, and yet it's only when I look at these houses that I think of my mother's saris. And then one day I saw these domestic scenes. I mean, they were there all the time, it's just that they registered that day. My mother sending her kids off to school, the husband waving goodbye to the wife and kids, and somebody picking up the newspaper, domestic scenes, and then I realized why. Color coding. I pass by houses every morning. The brick house with the red door reminds me of Mom's brown sari with the red border. The pale yellow house with the blue windows reminds me of Mom's yellow sari with the blue motifs. The white house with the green shingles reminds me of Mom's white sari with the green checks. I see colors all the time. Why do I only think of Mom's saris when I look at houses? Today, I finally have the answer. These are not just houses. They are homes. Each one of them is a home. Someone's home. When I think of home, I think of Mom. And when I think of Mom, I think of her saris. Sadly, what was once home 10,000 miles away is now just a house. And mom, a gazillion miles away, is now only a memory. Mystery solved, reality accepted. I walk back to the house that is now home. And the last one is a rather frivolous one, but never mind. It's on page 38. It's called Layers. I asked myself if I should accept you whole, with your designer clothes and charming accent, like Brussels sprouts in bechamel sauce at a fancy restaurant, unaware of what may be lurking under the multiple layers. For when at home I hold the sprouts under water, that witch suspicion raises her ugly head, and as I peel and discard layer upon layer, finding a black spot here and a brown spot there, I begin to wonder what blemishes lie beneath your layers. While I can throw away the tainted parts of the sprout, what do I do when I find your tarnished side? Ignore it? Pretend it doesn't exist? Should I continue to delve deeper with the hope of finding something wholesome inside? What if I discover you're rotten to the core? Would I have the courage to dump you as I would a rotten sprout? A scary thought. They say, what you don't know doesn't hurt. Was ich nicht weiß, macht mich nicht heiß. I think I will accept you whole with your designer clothes and charming accent, like Brussels sprouts and bechamel sauce at a fancy restaurant.
Thank you so much, Prabha. Our next